Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in and take a look at MATIC, Polygon MATIC, because it's MATIC Monday, remember this is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. Additionally, when you feel value has been added, smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe if you haven't, and share your thoughts and share my analysis with your loved ones, friends, and family. Let's dig into the news first. A hostile chain in India used Polygon to connect their network together. I'll provide the article link to the on my Twitter. What is this called? Twitter chain of tweets, whatever. Additionally, the several analysis predicted MATIC will explode. I disagree with them because I think it's got some consolidation to do for weeks, if not months, before it starts to rally again. And I'll explain in the chart why that is. And these links to these analysis will also be provided in the tweet chain or tweet thread, as some people call it. All right, let's dive into the chart and take a look. Here we have the weekly chart for Polygon MATIC. MATIC prints the third consecutive bearish descending candle here. It broke through several support levels. It did not make it into and stayed in the bull market support band. It broke. It went in there, went down, dropped below the high volume traded level here. There's a red line here, and that's roughly at. Let me look. Around $1.62. Dropped below that, then dropped below this 147 support over here. And then drop below the 140 support, and then wicked almost to the 130 support. That's where the horizontal channel support is, this yellow dashed line here. And this horizontal channel has been here for quite some time. Let's see here. It's been 26 weeks inside this channel. Well, not counting these guys. But it spent a lot of time in this channel. And so it's a very strong area for MATIC. If it breaks below this support at 130, that's extremely bearish. Let's take a look at, and right now it's in between the Bollinger basis, this blue line here, and the bottom. The Bollinger basis is roughly around 180, 181, and the bottom is roughly at around 96 cents, right around here. Yeah, right over here, and the basis is up here, so it's right in the middle. Volume, as you can see, if we do an average, it's been dropping ever since early December 2021. If you draw a line down here, it's been just diminishing. Look how tiny the volume is on the current week. Just been dropping. Not a lot of trading volume at all. Let's take a look at the KDJ here. The white J line of the KDJ is no, that's not it. That's weird. Sorry about that. I didn't update this yet, or I did and it didn't take it. Make sure I get all this right here. Yeah, I didn't update this. So let's get that done. There we go. Typo there. Cool. All right. So the white MACD line, as you can see, it dropped below the blue K. I'm sorry, the white J line dropped below the blue K and the red D line. And at 22, at least when I did this chart, and it's 22 just above the 20 mark, which is the start of the bottom zone. So it's got some, it can go down some more like it did back here. I gave that a bear. The MACD line is still descending below the red signal line. Gosh, how many weeks has it been? 12 weeks? 12 bearish histogram bar. And notice that this point here is at negative 0.01543. That's really low compared to where it's been up here. It hasn't dropped below to this zone in all this time. So at least when it starts measuring here. So this is curious. That's a long time being bearish. Down here, the before we dive into the RSI, CVD, and MOM, let's take a look at something. You notice here where it pinched here and formed like the summit. It looks like a mountain. And here, all three indicators are at its peak, if you will. And notice how it peaked up here. And ever since, all three has been declining, with the exception of the momentum indicator. It dropped to the bottom here and then started going up. What's interesting about this is the other two still were trending down, but momentum was picking up here. It almost predicted these two candles here, the bullish candles here, momentum. It picked up here before the other two start trending up. Then all three trended up, and then they pretty much peaked right up about here. See that? When these indicators move together like that, or they diverge, look for those things. It will tell you when they peak together, that's a peak. And then when they start descending, expect a descend. And then when they start to bottom out, but another one change directions, pay attention to that one. Figure out why that's happening. Usually it's a forecasting of change in direction in the near future. But now you look KDJ, you got MACD, you get RSI, CVD, you get MOM, all trending down. That's extremely bearish. So the red RSI is currently at 43. Middle of the road is 50, so just below the middle of the road. So it can go either way, but it's currently trending down. Probably will level off somewhere into the low 40s here. Aqua CVD is at 125.79 million. That's also trending down. Got a bear here. Momentum trending down at a negative 0.3970. So that got a bear. So looks pretty bearish. I gave it a crab and a bear. And the reason, even though it's very bearish here, and we will notate that with the bear here, but this is such a strong, this 130 support zone is such a strong support that I believe it'll test it and go it'll crap sideways like it did here, right? And so it'll crab, but it has bearish pressure. So if it cracks below this 130 support air zone, that's extremely bearish, and it could head towards the bottom of the Bollinger Band here, and starts to visit some of these support. This support here is $1.20. This one is at $1. So if it breaks below, expect that zone to be revisited. As far as entry levels, a few of them got filled already, so I redid the entries. Here, the new FOMO will be $1.30, just below where it's at right now. $10%. Again, this is for edutainment only. $1.20, 10%. $1, 35%. 64 cents would be 30%. And below that, 40 cents is at 15%. And these have all been cross-referenced with the heat map. So we can see the buy walls and buy walls below. As far as taking profit, I'll give you a generalized idea, but I'll dive into this in a more specific video because it's a little bit more complicated than it appears. So for example, you see how this channel, this horizontal channel here, it's been trading in there for weeks and weeks. So if you take an average or you do like a bell curve and you do some stats on it, a good price to take profit, to start to take profit, is roughly at $1.68, right around this area here, $1.68. Because see how many candles wick or the body cross that zone? You look at 1, 2, well, let's count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure about this one. 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 8 candles we could have taken profit at $1.68 roughly. And then so let's say you bought 100 MATIC coins near the bottom here. So you keep 50 of them for long-term hodl, and 50 you could like start taking profit on. So take profit at $1.68. Let's say take profit on, let's say out of the 50, you take profit on 30, for example, and then that leaves 20 coins left. Then you could take some more profit at this horizontal resistance channel here if it hits it, and that's at $1.75. So take some more profit there. Let's say 5 coins, right? And then you have some more left. Take some more profit up here, at $1. Just find out where you have common wicks and common bodies starts crossing. Take some more profit there and leave some left to take profit at a higher range. Now you have some dry powder on the side. Then when it wicks back down, look how many times it wicked back down. And you figure out a low level that you can start layering in. So like, for example, we started laying in at $1.40. Let me move this. $1.47, which is almost the middle. Let's say it started at $1.40. If you're layering at $1.40, you can start layering down and buy some more with your dry powder and just trade the range. So I'll do a more comprehensive video on how to do this, but that gives you an idea because look, here it went down below. You can buy some here as you layer in. Here it wicked down. You can layer in here, buy some more down here, buy some more down here, potentially buy, yep, you could have bought one here too. So you could have bought at least 4 or 5 times down here, sold 4 or 5 times up here, So that's how you trade the ranges. But you always want to keep, especially your low buys, keep some of those at least 50% for hodling, and then you get 50% for trading. And if it forms a new range, restart the process again. Like let's say it drops below here and starts ranging down below here. You redo the same thing again. Eventually, it's going to pop up. So you want to take profit near the all-time high and stuff, so you layer out. I hope that helps. I'll do a specific video on this with stats and everything so you can see. It's pretty cool stuff. Overall, I give this this chart a crab and a bear, like I mentioned before. Here's the summary for it. I already mentioned the summary. So let's dig into TVL, total value locked. Polygon MATIC here, 7-day change is down roughly 14%. 1 month change is up 18%, roughly 19%. TVLs is around 4.09 billion, and market cap to TVL ratio is 2.27 roughly. It's still hanging in there. You can see the leading indicators here. It's down, but it's still holding its own on the 1 month change. But if you look at all of the top 10 coins, these are layer 1s or layer 2s, but all of them are trending down for the 1 day and the 7-day change. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60% of the top 10 are in the positive for the 1 month change. So, and MATIC is one of them. So that's kind of cool. Here's a graph, so you can see the TVL here over time. Right here, back in between May and July, it hit its peak, and ever since it's been kind of trending down slightly. You can see that right As far as the the heat map, lots of sell walls up here, and not as many buy walls down here. So sell walls, I'll leave. I won't read all of this for you because there are too many. But some major ones are 250 here, 220, 240. It's basically every 10 cents. The nearest one, sell wall, is 150 here. Buy walls below, we got 130. It's pretty thick down here. 120, $1. This one's roughly around 65 cents and 40 cents. And this is all correlated with the buy entry levels. And here's the liquidation levels. There's nothing for MATIC, so I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if High Block Capital is not tracking this or they don't have any. I highly doubt they don't have any because, most cryptos have them. So, and that's it. We're back to the beginning. This is my last video for the day. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. Share with me what you learned in the comment section. Smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and share your thoughts, and share with your friends and family. Peace. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.